Airsofter World, where airsoft begins. And if you're like me, you had a couple of frustrations during the years that you have been playing, and one of those frustrations is finding the right event for you. You go to all the different organizers' Facebook pages, you go to different groups, you try to find the right date for that event that you're looking for, you go to their different pages, you find websites from those organizers, and it is all a big mess. Oh, and don't forget the private messages that you got from your friend that are doing private games, and you got invited to a bunch of games and you have no idea where everything is. And I hate it. Now, before we go into the events and all the other stuff, I have to give you a little bit of background information about Airsofter World and Airsoft United. Airsofter World was founded in 2014 in Ukraine. Airsoft United was founded in 2014 in Belgium, and both platforms had a little bit of the same idea, creating a hub for events where people can find events and make our life a little bit easier. Now, both platforms grew, and around 2020, both platforms decided, hey, we can do this internationally and we will reach out to a lot more people. And somewhere in the middle, Airsoft United and Airsofter World met each other, and after the long talks and trying to find out what the values and where we want to go in the future, we joined forces. And because Airsoft World was more social based and Airsoft United was more database based, that combination was just, it was perfect to launch the bigger and better platform. And what started off as a platform to just put events on it has been growing to something bigger, something better, with a lot of possibilities. And I will go over a few of those possibilities that are coming in the future. And I think it's very important to give that future look to what it can become, to know what we need today. And the first one is standardization from terms, or for terms. I don't know what the correct form is, but standardization for terms. For example, what is milsim? We have no explanation what milsim is. Yes, it's military simulation, but a player has no idea what type of milsim that he's going to if he just enrolls in a milsim. And the other way around, the player has no idea what the organizer is expecting from him when he goes to a milsim event. And that creates a lot of frustration, a lot of people not getting along in that way, because there is just a way of miscommunication. Now, Airsofter World will be able to help with that standardization of giving it a right term with the specific definition. More about that in the future, but that is coming. Next one up is the country laws. Do you have any idea what the airsoft laws are in your country? And if you know what they are in your country, do you know what your neighbor countries have, or the country that you want to go play airsoft in? Now, it's a big mess, and for me in Belgium, it's not easy to find the rules and different law thingies. So we are combining all those airsoft laws on the platform. We're talking with 19 different countries, and we are building a big hub with all that information. You will be able to find the laws. If you go to an event, there will be a link to the law section that you need to go to that event. And because we have that communication with those 19 countries, there will be an update of that law system every single time. Next one I want to talk about is airsoft communities. Now, we all know airsoft communities start and eventually they bleed out because people lose interest, they start having children, or they get married and they're not allowed to play airsoft anymore from the wife or the husband, depending on who's playing. And it's sad that communities just bleed out because there is not enough communication with other communities in their area. We can fix that. With Airsofter World, you can find people in your region, you can find events in your region, just a big hub of a lot of data. Something different but a little bit the same, Airsoft Association. I am a board member of the Airsoft Alliance Belgium, and we try to make airsoft as safe and as legal as possible. We are working in the background to make sure that we can play airsoft like the way we want to do it today. By sharing the knowledge that we have, because we had certain problems in the past, we can help airsoft associations in countries that will be facing the same problems or are facing the problems right now. And because we have that group of 19 countries working together for now, we have that knowledge. We have already a lot of ideas that worked in their country. It can just be like picked up and it could be used in their country if they need it. And to be able to do that in the future and a lot more, we need your help as a player to make an account, share your airsoft stuff, or you as an organizer to just start putting your events on this so people can find it. And you as a shop, well, we're working on that, so have a little bit of patience and we will be back on that one. And for you as a manufacturer, you can buy some banner space so we can have some funds to invest in new features for the website. Now, the progress itself, it is not what we wanted, because as I said, Airsofter World is located in Ukraine. Well, a lot of the developers are still in Ukraine, and as we know, the situation is not ideal. So we have no idea how fast the updates will come, but the updates are coming. And a few months ago, we did a massive update on the profile, and we are working on the events right now, so event organizers can put their events on Airsofter World. And to be sure that you're up to date with the things that we're doing, we have monthly updates that you can find on our socials or on Airsofter World itself, of course. And we also have a Discord where you can just pop in and help us with the bugs that are in there, and you can just put your feedback on that Discord page, and the link is in the description if you want to join that Discord and give us the feedback that we need. Now, why should you use Airsofter World? Now, we'll split this up in two parts. That is, one, the organizer, and two, the player. Well, we will start with the player because most of the people that are watching this are players. Now, for the players, do we need another platform? Why should we use another one, for example? And what is different on this one? Well, to start off, this is a platform only for airsoft, so you don't have to put on your pictures, this is a toy gun or this is airsoft. We know it's airsoft because this is completely built for us, the airsofter. You will not get banned if you show an airsoft rifle, and your content will not be put to the background because it's showing something violent. It's a way to show what we do to other people in the hobby and just, yeah, be proud of what we do as an airsofter and do and share the stories that we did. What you can do is you can build your airsoft profile. You can share your posts, your blogs, your videos that you make. For example, for me, I make videos. I post them in there. I post updates from events that I did. And that is actually a really cool thing. If you went to an event, you can link it to an event that is on the platform, so more people that went to the event will get a notification that there are more pictures online from the event that they went to. So there will be a lot of links to events, people, teams. There will be a lot of linking going on the website. You can build your own team. For example, I'm a member of the 25th Mountaineers. This is our team page. You can have your own albums. You can have discussions where you can talk about all the things that are going on in your team. It's basically a mini forum on Airsofter World. And a lot of people love forums, right? But they just went away because of Facebook. So we go a little bit back to every team will have a small forum where they can discuss the things that are needed for their team. And basically, if you go to the community tab, you can just scroll through the news page and you can see the things that are happening in Airsoft. You can see pictures, you can see, yeah, Airsoft. And have you tried opening Instagram and search for Airsoft these days? It's not Airsoft, it's boobs, cars, and butts. That's all. And here we can see the stuff that we want to see if we search for Airsoft. Airsoft itself. And not to forget, of course, you can find your events on it, and this is where you as an organizer comes in. And on the website, you can build your own event, you can create your event, and you can share it to all the people that are on the website. There are a few things that you have to fill in: the name, the location, the rules, the parties, the banners, and then you finish your event. It's quite easy to put it in there, and we are perfecting this way of putting events on it as much as possible. We're talking with a lot of organizers to perfect it around the world, so there is a lot of flexibility going on where all organizers can be happy and put events on the platform. And if you made the event, you can print out the player list, or you can just do it on the platform itself. You can check the people that are coming to the event or are present on the event itself. And after the day of the event, and if you finish the event, all the people will have the possibility to rate your event. And this is the thing that you see here on the top right, and they can rate the event on 5 different things. And you as an organizer can also give some points to the players, because there is a whole point system going on the platform where the bigger event that you go to, the more points you get. And at the end of the year, there is a ranking where you can see the best ranking player. That is already working. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. The more you play, the more points you get. Simple. So yeah, as an organizer, if you have any questions about putting events on it, just contact me, because I know it's not easy to switch systems, but I want to help as much as possible to get you familiar with how the platform works. With the balance, I don't mean the balance in teams or in the players. It is a balance in how to build the platform, because we need players to get the data, and if we want to have more players, we need more events on it. So if more event organizers are using the platform, more players will be interested in using the platform, and that is a balance that needs to go up like simultaneous, because if there are 100 events on it and there are only 2 players using it, organizers will stop using it. And besides that, we also have to try to get funds on the platform. So the more players or more events are on the platform, the more manufacturers or shopkeepers are interested in putting banner space on there. So we get some money to make more features, and that means that with the new features, more players will be using the cool new features. And yeah, it's like I said, it's a balance that needs to go up, and we are working with players, organizers, manufacturers, and they have to go up simultaneous, and the platform will grow. That makes sense, right? Now, I have been talking a lot and I have been showing the website, but there are actually 3 things where you can use Airsofter World on. That is 1, the website, 2, the mobile website, and 3, that is the app. Yes, there is a fancy app. Now, the first thing, and that is the biggest one, that is the website itself. And this is our main focus because we want to create all the features and working features on the website first. After it works on the website, people are happy with it and it has been tested, then we will port it to the mobile website. And if that is already, we will put it on the app itself. I would advise you to use the website itself because that is the biggest one. But if you just want to scroll in your couch and you just want to scroll through some airsoft stuff, the app is perfect. I love how it looks, I love it how it works. And the event section is actually really great because you can find your tickets, you can find everything event related on the app itself. Now, it is only available for Android. It will be coming in the future for Apple too, but give it some time to develop that. And one last thing that I want to say about Airsofter World, because I can talk for hours about this platform, and I'm really happy that it's there. I'm really believing that this is something that we need in our community, and I'm really going to work hard to make this successful so more people can enjoy this. Now, and the last thing is something personal for me, because this is why I'm so enthusiastic about this platform. Because when I was working on Airsoft United, I was doing that basically all by myself. There were a few people helping me, but I was driving the whole project. And this is something that I see in other countries too. There are always a few crazy people working on something for Airsoft to make Airsoft a little bit bigger, better in their country. The problem is they usually are alone, or it's a small team, one falls out and he's back on it alone. We need those people to combine forces and create Airsofter World. This is why I stopped working on Airsoft United and started working on Airsofter World, combining forces, because I was alone, or a small team, they had a small team. If we bring that together, we have a bigger team, more motivation, more energy, more craziness to build this and create something that we can all use in every country around the world. So if you are a crazy person, or you know a crazy person, bring him to me so we can work on this together and build this a little bit more. Before I end off the video completely, I want to give a small conclusion to something that I really like, and that is if I go to my profile and I go to my friends list, and this is something that I really like. You can see the flags from all the different countries. And as you know, Airsoft is very international. You meet people from all over the world, and having that connection with those people all around the world is amazing. And finding those people, finding those crazy airsofters with the same passion as you, that is, that alone just keeps me going. And if you go to my friend list, you can see the different countries. That's just really fun to scroll through to see how many people we know around the world. The thing that I wanted to do with this video, I wanted to give you a little bit of information about the platform. Those are actually the things that I talk about if I meet somebody and he wants to talk about Airsofter World. So instead of having to talk with every individual by themselves, I want to make a video about it so I can just share the video and more people can watch it. So don't hesitate to share the video to other people. My videos are meant to share information to other people. So just click the share button, share it to your friends, and get them on the platform so we can grow a little bit more. But as I said before, just go to the platform, make an account on it. The link is in the description if you just want to go to it. This is actually the end of the video, so I will link it up here. You don't have to wait for the end of the video. Just click on the link, go to Airsofter World, make an account, and start sharing your Airsoft information. Now, if you're still here, I want to wish you a very good evening, and I hope I see you next week for a new video. Bye!